Welcome to Coyote Sounds, the ultimate video for Coyote Howls, Coyote yips, whines, and yaps. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of these fascinating creatures and learn everything there is to know about coyote vocalizations. Let's get started. Example 1. Lone Coyote. Example 2. Coyotes Howling. Example 3. Pack of coyotes howling. Example 4. Coyotes yelping and yipping. How coyotes communicate. You can tell a lot about a coyote or group of coyotes by listening. Coyotes can be heard any time of the day or night and can sometimes be confused with other animals. Notably, coyote sounds can often be confused with those of foxes, dogs, and wolves. Animal fact: coyote sounds can even be confused with certain types of owls. To convey specific intentions, coyotes communicate in several ways between each other and other members of the animal kingdom that they come across. One of the most important ways they communicate is through vocalizations. This is the method that we are most familiar with. Other methods include scent marking and visual means through body language. When it comes to coyotes communicating vocally, there's a lot going on. Coyote voices are uniquely their own. Between pack members, they can be easily recognized by one another. Why coyotes communicate. The ability of coyotes to communicate is a necessary element in their day-to-day affairs, especially their family life. While most coyotes like to hunt alone, their family members are always nearby. This is because their pack is made up of family members. Within the pack, coyotes use their vast array of sounds to communicate their location, gain attention, create avoidance, or express distress. In addition to their interpersonal communications with each other, coyotes give audible cues to ward off other predators that may roam into their territory, especially if they have pups. What do coyote sounds mean? Now that we have a general idea of how coyotes communicate and why, let's get into some of the specific sounds and their meanings. A growl. Similar to that of the domestic dog and the wolf, coyotes growl for many of the same reasons that they do. A growl is meant as a warning to other animals or to establish dominance within their pack. Barks. Barks are usually meant to warn others of danger. They are also used with growls for similar reasons. Or, as we stated earlier, they can be used to gain attention or create avoidance. Huffs and wolfs. Both of these can be used to express displeasure and dislike. The lone howl. The lone howl is usually communication between pack members for location, so members of the pack can keep track of one another. A bark howl. The bark howl is usually meant to drive off intruders. It simply means go away. Whines and yelping. These type of vocalizations are common with pups and beta members of the pack, and can be used along with visual cues, such as tucking their tail. You may also hear these sounds from coyotes who are injured. Group howling and yipping. These types of group interactions are meant mostly as a territorial display. It is also used to promote bonding within the family group. Coyote sounds at night. Coyotes are primarily nocturnal, however, they can also be crepuscular. This is especially true in areas where there is a lot of human activity. We often hear coyotes at dusk and right after sunset. Because coyotes only use their dens when rearing pups, individual coyotes usually do not sleep in the same place. For this reason, the alpha male will usually call his group together, just as the last light of the day is fading into the night. This gets their day started. After this interaction, they will break up to hunt individually or in loose pairs. During late summer, fall, and winter, not restricted by their parental duties, they will roam a larger area and will often howl individually to convey their location to one another. Additionally, this serves to mark their territory, serving as boundaries from other packs and transient coyotes. When we think of howling, we generally associate it with the moon. The lunar phases do affect how vocal a coyote or group of coyotes can be, but unlike what we may picture in our minds, coyotes do not exactly howl at the full moon. Actually, the opposite can be true. Coyotes tend to howl more when there is little or no moonlight. Once again, howls serve to determine location, which is more necessary on nights with low light. Coyote mating sounds. Usually between late January and early March, depending on geography, you will hear a greater activity of coyote vocalizations. This because it is their breeding season. Coyotes are monogamous, forming strong pair bonds, remaining monogamous until one of the mating pair dies. The particular song you get at this time of year from this North American song dog is the alpha pair courtship, which can last several months before copulation. The male will howl, with the female adding in her barks, yips, and short howls. Beta coyotes will often join in. Other nearby pairs may then respond by announcing their territories. Weird coyote sounds. Understanding the different sounds that coyotes make can be very useful. Although this may be true, this can sometimes be difficult. This is because the amount of vocalizations used by the coyotes is probably the largest of all North American mammals, except for one, which is people. Not to mention, these animals use some vocalizations that you would not even expect to hear. Coyotes' yips, barks, and short howls can often sound like laughter. Also, when in severe distress, usually because of a perceived threat by a large predator, coyotes will make a screaming sound, similar to a human screaming. This sound can be very unsettling. Conclusion. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of the coyote and their amazing vocalizations. We hope you've learned something new about these clever and cunning animals and have enjoyed immersing yourself in their sounds. If you're a fan of nature and animal sounds, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos. Have you ever heard a coyote in person? Tell us about it in the comments. Until next time, take care and keep exploring the wild wonders of the natural world. Want to learn more about animals in North America? Check out Bobcats, the documentary.